Hi, welcome to Little Artist Academia. Today we'll be exploring spring and drawing daffodils, hyacinths, and tulips. So grab a pencil, a piece of paper, something to color with, and we'll begin. So to start, we're going to draw a daffodil. So we're going to start by drawing the stem. So it's going to be pretty narrow, and you're just going to draw two lines and a slight curve like that. Next, we're going to draw two leaves, one on each side. And it curves a little bit at the end. Now I'm drawing the other leaf. It has a curve at the end. It looks something like that. Next, we're going to draw the middle, the center part of the daffodil. So draw a little circle. And then around that circle, we're going to draw little loopy lines. So all I'm doing is drawing lines in a curve, except I'm doing it in a circle. So then I'm going to draw another one of those loopy, except it's going to loop the opposite way. And it's going in a circle around the center. Next, I'm going to draw the petals. So daffodils have 6 petals, 3 on the top, 3 in the bottom. And so I'm going to do 3 loops up here, 3 loops down there. And then I'm going to draw little lines down the center of the petals. And there you go. That's daffodil. So next we're going to draw a hyacinth. So draw 2 stems. Not 2 stems. So draw a stem. Then I'm going to draw 2 leaves. And they're similar to this, but a little bit wider. So, draw 1. And 2. So it's just 2 lines and then a curve at the end. And then hyacinth have, it's kind of like a mass of itty bitty tiny little flowers almost. It's kind of like a little bit of a cluster of like little flowers. It makes more sense if you look at a hyacinth, what I'm talking about. And so to show that, I'm just going to draw a shape in the same kind of loopy fashion that I did the center of the daffodil. So just like that. And then to make it look like it's a cluster of flowers, I'm going to draw these little clusters of curled or curved lines and just kind of randomly put them around this shape. And that gives you the idea that it's a cluster of tiny flowers without having to draw each individual flower, which would take a really, really long time. So I'm just gonna do this, and it's just little curves So there you go, there's the hyacinth. And finally we're gonna draw a tulip. So again, same thing as the last two. We're gonna start with the stem. I'm gonna draw it a little bit curved to the right. Just 2 lines. Next we're gonna draw the leaves. So the leaves of a tulip are a little bit more unique than these other two. So we'll take it really, really slow. So the first step is where you're gonna do a curve that curves away from the stem. And then you're gonna curve slightly back in toward the stem. And then on the other side, you're gonna draw one big curve and then kind of slightly curve it at the tip. So we're gonna do the same thing again on the other side, except it's gonna be mirrored. It's gonna be the exact opposite. So again, you curve away from the stem, then curve slightly back in toward the stem, and then on the other side, you just do one big curve, and then it's curved a little bit at the tip. So that's that part is pretty difficult, so feel free to pause it and rewind and watch as many times as you need until that makes sense. But then next, once you're done with that, move on to the tulip petals. So we're gonna draw kind of a U shape. Like that. And then I'm gonna draw 3 curves at the top. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm gonna draw 2 curves on the inside. And it's gonna go start where the tip of the petals are, right where it meets the stem, and then do a curve to meet up right there. And then the same thing on the other side. You're gonna start here and it curves to there. And that makes it look like there's, you know, these 2 petals are kind of enclosing this petal that's like on the inside. And if you look at pictures of tulips or look at actual tulips, you'll see that. So now that we have our pencil work done, we'll start to color. And so what I'm going to do is I'm using markers and colored pencils today, but please feel free to use whatever you want. Really is up to you and your own creativity. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these thin markers and I'm going to outline in color, and then I'm going to color in with colored pencil. So start with the daffodil. And then I'm gonna draw little marks for grass. Just like that. And there you go. That is one simple way to draw spring flowers. Great job today, and thank you for watching. Join us next time when we dive more into spring and learn how to draw baby bunnies.